China tries to point the finger of blame at the U.S. Some in the media and on the left are calling out people for labeling the virus the same way that many of them did just weeks ago.
You're starting to hear the Republicans, especially Trump calling it the Wuhan or the Chinese coronavirus.
The Chinese coronavirus.
Labeling COVID-19 a foreign virus.
A foreign virus.
Foreign virus?
As a, quote, foreign virus. It's going to come across to a lot of Americans as smacking of xenophobia.
They're looking for someone to blame.
Okay, Dr. Michael Pillsbury, director of the Center on Chinese Strategy at the Hudson Institute, is here tonight to join us. Always great to have you, Doctor.
Thanks, Shannon.
Okay, so right before you joined us tonight, you tweeted and linked to this article out of China Daily that talks about the Chinese are now willing to work with the U.S. and other places when it comes to vaccines. I have to read a quote from one of the officials says, it is more important now than ever for the international community to strengthen scientific operations. He says we're very willing to enhance our cooperation and share our knowledge with other countries. Are you surprised by that or no?
I was very surprised. It revealed these 3 field trials that they're working on 3 different kinds of vaccines with American companies as their partners in each case. They're also working on testing a drug that the FDA hasn't approved yet in the U.S., but they say they're testing 250 Chinese to see how much it dampens down the virus. This whole thing, Shannon, is part of what the President Trump's been successful at the last 3 years, trying to balance this Chinese nationalism, the hardline attacks on us, trying to undermine us around the world with their disinformation campaign. On the other hand, they hold out lots of really helpful things, very helpful information, basically hinting that they could be our partner if we would just ease off on the trade talks. So the president has to balance these two sides of the equation.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of talk about the supply chain issues with China. Well, we're reliant on them for not only drugs, but all kinds of other things that we manufacture in China. It is cheaper there. The rules are different there. In a piece on Fox News on Opinion, Ben Shapiro writes this: the solution to vulnerable supply chains running through authoritarian countries is first for Western countries to consider security threats when formulating trade policy, and second, for companies to harden their supply chains by diversifying those chains even further. We should remember that crises exacerbate underlying issues. They rarely create them. So how do we get to this place that we now have a global pandemic and we're dependent on China for certain things?
Well, one thing the president has said that the Chinese admire, he said, this is not the fault of China. I don't blame the Chinese for trying to become the #1 power in the world. He says, I blame previous American presidents for letting this happen. Some of this supply chain dependency goes back more than 20 years. It's worse than that. As I try to outline in 100-Year Marathon, we have shared all of our scientific discoveries, a lot of our new technology with China for free by written agreement for more than 30 years. President Trump is trying to cut this back and review it, but this problem has gone on for 3 decades now. The big news really is the number of Americans like Senator Marco Rubio and others who are waking up and saying, my God, this is outrageous. But we're way behind. They're almost our equal economically. They make scientific discoveries now that we wonder why we are not doing that. And frankly, this year they're going to launch almost twice as many satellites as we will. So they're pulling ahead in a lot of categories. And I think President Trump is right. This has to do with previous American presidents tolerating it or just plain not knowing.
Okay, so the fact that we have a business model that seems at this point, I'm told the number is as high as 80%, we see in public reports out there, of our pharmaceuticals or portions of our pharmaceuticals that are actually manufactured or controlled or have to come through China. Will there be, do you think, long-term changes because of COVID-19 to that? How would we do that? Is it possible at this point?
Well, there's been some legislation already introduced to try to reduce our dependency on, it's not just on pharmaceuticals. There's quite a few areas where we have, by negligence, basically, letting companies make their own decisions, we've outsourced a large part of our manufacturing base to China. We also shared innovation ideas with them. We've signed agreements where we have to do this unless the agreements are changed. Frankly, their technology theft also has been very focused, Shannon, on our technology innovation areas. They know what they're doing. This isn't just random theft of ideas. They're trying to become number one in field by field, and they've gotten pretty far already. So Congress has a huge role to play here.
They do. Dr. Michael Pillsbury, great to have you with us, sir. Have a great weekend.
I'm trying to be optimistic, Shannon.
Aren't we all? Thank you, sir.